Hey there, this is your pal Pally, and welcome back to Git Er Raid. I'm taking a look at PTR fights for the upcoming Siege of Orgrimmar. Next up is Siegecrafter Blackfuse. I lost a hard drive a few weeks back when this one was tested on normal mode, so the footage here is from heroic mode testing. But I'll be talking about the normal mode too. So this one is a 2-tank and probably 3-heal encounter and is very complex, and is sort of akin to Yorsage from Dragon Soul. Again, this is heroic mode footage. There are only a few small differences on heroic, but just recognize how much damage ramps up here. So, why is this fight like Yorsage? Well, you can pick how the fight is going to go and what mechanics you want to deal with every half minute or so. This assembly line over here will bring out 4 different weapons that you can kill off, but once you kill 1 out of the set of 4, all of the rest become immune to damage. Once the remaining weapons reach this machine here, they pop out on the other side of the machine and become active until the next set comes out. So, of course, you need to send some people onto the assembly line and kill off at least 1 weapon. How you get there is by hopping into this pipe, Super Mario style. The conveyor belt here goes faster than your run speed unless you have a boost in speed. What you need to do here is kill off 1 of the weapons and then avoid being hit by these beams. They are instant death. Seriously, no chance to survive at all. If you can reach the end here, there are a couple of pipes you can go into to return to the platform. I will note there is no damage happening to you here, so you'll notice I use Aspect of the Cheetah. On 10-man normal testing, I was able to solo a weapon. On heroic, it looks like you'll need at least 2 DPS to go per assembly line. Oh, and another note, you can't keep sending the same person over and over. You get a debuff that only allows you to go every minute, so that means you can go every other set of weapons. So at least 2 people would need to be well versed in this run. So remember, you kill 1 weapon out of 4, and the other 3 come out. That means you have to deal with 3 of the other weapons being out. So let's just go through all of them, and you can decide for yourself which one of these you don't want to deal with. The Shockwave Missile will have you remembering Ragnaros from Firelands. It basically does this kind of wave-like ground AoE that you just need to avoid. Just stand near the active zone and then get ready to move in when it disappears, just like on Rag. Laser turrets are pretty simple. They will focus on a person and pursue them for 10 seconds. Any place the laser hits will be superheated and hurt you if you stand in it, obviously. The electromagnet does a bunch of just pulsing AoE damage and pulls saw blades from the boss to them. And lastly, the crawler mines will fixate on a raid member, and if they reach anyone, they will explode for AoE damage to the raid and knock everyone into the air. They are slowable, stunnable, and rootable for 1 minute, and then after that they will gain speed and pursue raid members to the death. It seems most groups didn't like dealing with the missiles on top of everything else, so they disabled them and dealt with the other mechanics. Just find out what works best for your team. That's not all that's going on with this fight. There is a whole other fight happening on the main platform with the boss and his shredders. So first off, the boss will launch a saw blade at raid members every now and then. They'll be cleared by the electromagnet, and you just need to avoid them as they hurt pretty bad. As well, you need to make sure none of the adds in this fight, like the shredders or mines, get near the boss, or he'll repair them very quickly. The tanks have an important job to do as well. The boss will hit the tank with electrostatic charge, which does some nature damage, and each stack increases subsequent damage taken from the charges. But more importantly, they let you do a ton of damage to the shredders specifically. The shredders that come out must be tanked, of course, but they have a buff on them that makes them take 90% less damage. So the tanks need to get a few stacks of the electrostatic charge and then beat on these shredders. In addition, you can also have the shredders be damaged by saw blades and the superheated ground from the lasers. So go ahead and drag them into anything you can, but always make sure that they are away from the boss or else they will get healed. The tanks I was running with seemed to say 2 to 3 stacks would help kill the shredders off in time for the next one to come out and tank swap. The shredders do a few things themselves, such as casting Overload and Death from above. Overload is just a big AoE that hurts the whole raid and increases their damage done. Death from above is where they jump in the air and slam down into the ground. Just don't stand underneath them and you're fine. After they do this last move, they'll be stunned and take an additional damage on the order of 300%. So yeah, there is a metric crap ton of stuff going on in this fight, and lots to learn. Tanks have to work out killing off shredders and not standing in crap while tanking the boss. The DPS need to get good at running the assembly line and avoiding all the other mechanics. In particular, the crawler mines need to be slowed and beat down so that you can explode them when the healers are ready for them. And of course, healers need to be healing their asses off for quite a while. I don't really have many strategy points to add, but hopefully you've seen enough here to get an idea of what to start working on with your raid. Tanks handle shredders, DPS run the gauntlet, and avoid all the crap everywhere. Thanks for watching, and please comment, like, and/or subscribe to the video if you found it helpful, and have a good one.